Sub y'all, peace, 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 peace. Rest in peace to the woman, female that was stabbed to death in Chinatown, and it was messed up. I think it happened like hours after the Chinese New Year's street festival. I was there. I was there from afternoon to like 7, 8, and I was walking around up to the train station. And I always have a good time there. That was my first time on the street festival, but I've been to the parades before. I'm going back. I'm gonna go to the parade tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to go. But most likely, I probably will go. And it's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude that did it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's another looked at like homeless or mentally unstable dude. Like he wasn't that old, but you could tell when they arrested him, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse for that. He knew what he was doing, and he's messed up that happened after the festivities and the celebration of the Chinese New Year's, and I guess the festivities end tomorrow with the parade, but and shit like that shouldn't be happening. Where some females just going home, and some dude randomly goes into an apartment, and that's just so fucking crazy because Chinatown is right by City Hall. Like I could walk it from Chinatown to City Hall. Like it's not that far. You have cops right there, and in Chinatown, near the college there, because there's a college there, and then yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like you can't go through certain parts there because by car because that's all police barricaded. The security is there. There's police there, and so I'm like, how did that shit happen? You know what I'm saying? Like all the cops there, and it was on the busy side of Chinatown, and city, not just City Hall, but the whole downtown area of Manhattan is like less than a mile away from Chinatown. You can walk it from Chinatown to the motherfucking FBI building and the CIA and all that shit. Like that's the intelligence community, the New York City and the intelligence community of the government, and there's police departments all over there, and there's cops right there near the college there, near the bridge. You know what I'm saying? And that shit still happened. That shit is crazy. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously there were no patrol cops, there were no beat cops there. That if the city is falling apart, and I understand, Eric Adams is the new mayor, but he was a cop for a long time, since the 80s. So I'm like, okay, you're the mayor now. Shouldn't you have like cops everywhere? You're a cop yourself. You're a former cop yourself. So we need more beat cops, more patrol cops everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just because that the society is collapsing, which is that's a whole nother video I gotta do, because the whole society, New York City is collapsing, but everywhere is collapsing. Jersey City is collapsing. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole country is collapsing. Philadelphia is collapsing. Like LA is collapsing. Chicago's collapsing. Everywhere is collapsing. It's collapsing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I hope there's some good coming out of that, for good or for bad, because of course I'm no fan of the national security state, FBI, CIA. I want to see all that shit going. You know what I'm saying? Because they did a lot of terrible things domestically and abroad. But we also have to have some kind of security to protect people here. You know what I'm saying? And that's lacking. You know what I'm saying? And I was born and raised in Brooklyn. Like I've seen crazy shit when I was younger, but I've never. I mean, you know, there's always been homeless people in the subway, but it's like, and there's always been crazy people walking around Manhattan. It's just, I don't think it's getting. I don't think it's getting any worse than it was like 2, 3, 4 years ago. I think what happened was just the pandemic made it worse. Like, You know, I remember when they shut down the whole city, and I was walking through Manhattan one day, and I'm like, damn, all I saw was like homeless people. That's all you saw. I barely saw any cops. There was no civilians walking around, like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's messed up. May she rest in peace. It's messed up that that happened. It should never happen. You know what I'm saying? Like in a so-called democracy, that should never happen. And this person should not being killed by a crazy person that's just walking around. And again, you know, what you know what I'm saying? There should be cops everywhere. Like beat cops, patrol cops. I mean, again, Chinatown is right by City Hall, right by the college there, with there's cops there. Like I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just crazy to me. But it shows the priority of the people that run the city, state, and government. Okay, like so that's the heart of City Hall is the heart of the I guess you could say, you know, the policing of the city, the intelligence of the city. So, you know, like that's kind of crazy, you know, like how can that happen at right in the shadows of the Freedom Tower, you know what I'm saying? Cuz Chinatown is just not too far away from that whole area. So, it's sad that that happened, you know, and it's sad that that happened like after the festivities and everything, you know, and I was having such a good time, and you know, may she rest in peace, you know, may she rest in peace, and that's all I gotta say. I just had to say that, you know, peace.